welcome. My name is Trevor Cutmore. It's Monday, 5 o'clock. My video comes out every Monday, so please subscribe and get a notification so you don't miss teachings. Great lot of information. I do have many years of experience, knowledge, and I've mentored over 500 property investors personally on their journey to help them be successful. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about options, purchase lease options, and that is a very interesting strategy, and in my opinion singly the most powerful strategy to be thinking about and using in these times as soon as we come out. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about why, who, how, what, when. Okay, but I have got a webinar coming up, so please, if you're interested, drop me an email or come on to the Cashflow Freedom Facebook group with Leslie Taylor and Trevor Cutmore. Book on there. We're on there live every Wednesday at 8 o'clock answering questions from people, and you'll get to hear things which are coming up about the webinar on options. We've got a membership site coming up, and I'm launching a book which is probably out now, which I think I'll be talking about that in the next video. So the option, what is it? It's a legal contract drawn up between you, the investor, and the vendor, the owner of the property. That might be a couple, it might be even a company. It doesn't matter if it's a single person, a couple, or even a company. You can have an option agreement drawn up between two parties. It gives you control over the property. It gives you the right to buy, but not the obligation. Very important. So if you don't have to buy it, it's a very powerful document and contract to have, because the vendor cannot sell their property without your consent. Once you've agreed it, you're in a very powerful position to use the option agreement. The owner cannot stay in the house, nor their family, so they will move on and you will have complete control. And then you can rent it out. If you've got permissions, you might be able to rent it out in different ways to make it more profitable for yourselves, etc. There's many ways, and I'm going to be discussing that on the webinar. Why? Well, why is it the chosen strategy for now? Because the market is falling. Because it's at the most dramatic time that we are seeing the market is going to fall very quickly. So people are going to be distressed. And why am I talking about how it's a very good strategy? Well, it's a win-win. It's known as win-win, and that's very important. And let's establish that to start with. This is not a strategy for people to screw other people and to make money in terrible times and to basically take all they've got and run. It's not. Let me give you a scenario. If there's a property out there today worth $250,000 and they bought the property, let's say they've got a mortgage of £200,000 on it, but let's suppose it drops and now it's gone down by 20%. Now it's worth $190,000 and they're stuck. They may have lost their jobs. So there will be people like this, and they say, well, we can't afford to pay for it, we need to move out. So they're going to move off with parents or whatever, and they've made that decision. Remember, they've made that decision. And you come along. Well, what you can do, instead of them hand the keys back and basically potentially going bankrupt, we can do a rescue package by using an option agreement. This is very powerful. So what we can do is say, well, let's have an agreement for 5-7 years, something like this. And what we'll do, we agree to give you the 190 or 200,000, because that's what their mortgage is in 7 years, but we'll also give you 50% of the profit over and above after costs. So supposing in 7 years time, and I do expect the market to bounce back fairly quickly. Everyone's saying within 18 months to 2 years the market will bounce. So let's suppose in 5 years time, now it's worth 270,000. You still make £35,000 profit if you pay them 200, and they get 35,000. Obviously less costs, but it's a very powerful thing which you can access, and that is something which is going to really stand you in good stead. Who's going to do it? That's going to be you and me. Now, come on the webinar. Yes, I've got some online training. There's some really exciting stuff because we're starting a mentorship site coming up. It's in the pipeline, and we're going to give you the lease option training for free. All of it's online. I've done the whole course online, and you get a workbook and everything else. But if you're interested, drop me an email, because we haven't launched yet. We're still in those process of doing that. How do we approach people now? Well, that's a marketing strategy. Look, I will talk about that on the webinar. So drop me an email if you want to come so we can get you booked on. It hasn't been launched yet. When it's going to be, we're just getting our dates in a row. It won't be long, we're in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Drop me an email that you want to come and I'll give it to my PA and we'll make sure you get invited to come on and so you can learn. But the marketing strategy is very, very important. Get this wrong and you miss it. Get it right and you get in a very good position. You understand what it is? It's a legal contract. It's a binding contract in the way that I have the right and not the obligation. So when you go to buy a property, you would exchange contracts. You are now legally committed and obligated to buy. If you do not buy, you will and can be sued by the owner for any loss that you haven't completed or if they sell. So, you know, let's suppose some people caught in this time a little bit precarious position, because if you agree to buy at 250,000, the market drops, it's worth 200. Can you renegotiate? You'd love to think so, but you've signed a contract. There is a clause which many people are becoming to hear of now. It's called force majeure. That's an act of God which people are using that clause because of the pandemic, but people are exposed. So only exchange contracts. I know a lot of new investors that think, well, I'll do an exchange with a delayed completion and sell it to get it assignable and sell it to someone else. They're exposing themselves so much, and do not do that. Do not go into anything that you know you'll exit. Very, very important. When is it time? It's going to be a time when we come and we start to go down. A lot of people think you wait for the bottom of the market to hit. No, you don't. At the bottom of the market, you get a lot of feeders jumping in, offering stupid money and really taking advantage of people. You offer it on the downturn. Okay, we don't know where it's going to bottom out, but offer it on the down, because the sharp rise will come back. But offer it on the down. We're not there yet. But by the time the webinar comes out, it's going to be about right. Okay, so look, that's just a brief thing. I just want to give you a brief understanding of purchase lease options. There's other things. I mean, there's purchase options as well. It's massive. Assisted sales. There's loads of things which is going to be for the investor who wants to take that opportunity. Remember, look, in this is about win-win. I cannot emphasize this enough. I don't want to teach people who are going to take this strategy and absolutely nail people down and change their lives forever. This is an opportunity that we can give back. Remember, look, there's a lady called Golda Meir, and she wrote a quote, and it said, trust yourself, create the kind of self that you will be living with for the rest of your life. And that's the type of person that you and I can be in this time. Someone who helps. It's not just about clapping outside and giving into the NHS or to helping people. This is about changing something now in us that we can be the very best to help people and bring this country back up in a fast way by helping others get profit out. And this is something that you and I can do, so let's not be greedy. Listen guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please let me know, ask me your questions, what you'd like me to talk on. Love to help you. If you've got any other questions or you want to know about our mentorship site, our membership site and everything else that we do, give us a shout on my email. Bless you, God bless, bye bye.